uyayazi i-princess treatment. Be open to the idea that the universe can literally say to you anything you want, princess. Uhlezi nje chilling. Dimelang kaofela, ke nna Mankobeji Mokaka, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I haven't sat down in quite a bit of time. It feels like it's been forever, but it's only been like 2 weeks. So it feels nice to just sit down again and we can have a bit of a chit chat. So in today's video, before we go ahead, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. Thank you for 100 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you, and if you haven't subscribed, please click the subscription button down below, hit the notification bell to know when I post. I truly appreciate each and every one of you and it would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe. So getting into today's video, we are going to talk about resilience and how it's overrated. So I have my notes right over here, and yeah, let's get into the video. So how this topic came to be is I saw someone's status, and I'm going to read it off of my note. It's off of my notes, sorry. It said, "There's absolutely no need for constant struggle and having to fight for things you want. Surely I'll appreciate them still if they come easily. I am tired. Resilience is overrated." So I saw that status and it made me think a lot and about how one often thinks we need to suffer in order to get the things that we want in life. I just have a few pointers on, my thought process from this. And the first point that I have is that one needs to realize that I deserve happiness because I am. Just as you are, where you are, with what you have, you deserve happiness. You do not need to be prettier. You don't need to be thinner or gain more weight. You do not need to add anything to your life or remove anything from your life. You need to realize that just as you are, you deserve happiness. Just as you are, you deserve the soft life. Just as you are, you deserve success. Literally, I deserve success just because I am Mankobeji. And I think it's such an unusual way of thinking about things, such an unusual perspective, because we're just so used to we need to be go-wishering to get what we want. We need to be suffering first in order to get what we want, but that's not necessarily the truth. So one needs to really get comfortable and really get settled with the idea that, you know what, just as I am, just as me, I deserve success. I deserve the good things in life. I don't need to do I don't have to go through trials and tribulations. Like, it's something that takes time. It's something that takes time to get comfortable with. And some people might disagree with me on this one, and so be it. But I believe that just because I deserve the soft life. I do not need to suffer in order to get the soft life. The thing that one needs to get comfortable with and one needs to realize is that umgo or suffering is not a prerequisite for success. It's not a prerequisite for the soft life. You do not have to suffer in order to get the soft life. You do not have to go through the most, in order to get the soft life. And don't feel like, oh, maybe I'm not getting certain things because I did not suffer enough. That's not how it works, and that's not how you want to wire your brain. Because I'm going to make an example of a child. So if a child on Saturdays, you tell them, clean your room and I'll give you a sweet. Every single time they clean their room, you give them a sweet. You're training that child. You're sort of telling them that by cleaning the room, they get a certain reward. And in thinking that you need to suffer in order to get a good life, then that's what you're also training yourself, that, oh, the good things can never just happen to me in J out of the blue. No, good news can never just come to me in J for the sake of coming to me. You feel like, oh no, definitely I must go out first in order to get the good life. And in a way, that's just sort of blocking good things coming your way. You are training your brain, you're wiring your brain that, hey, listen, go or suffering must always be there before I get the good life. And that is not necessarily the case. Yes, in certain cases it may happen, and that's just life, but it's just a matter of knowing that you do not have, like, I don't know how to emphasize this. I can't need for you to go in order to get what you want. Why must you suffer? Why do you think you must suffer? Why? That's just, why do you think you must suffer? Why do you think that just as you are, you can't just get the good life? Just as you are, you can't just get good things happening to you. You can't just get that job. Or, ma'am, sir, listen to me and listen to me well. You deserve good things without having to suffer for them. And another thing is, lately I think if you have me on my social media, you will know I'm happy. I am very, very happy. Currently, I'm in a good space in my life, and I've had my fair share of umgo, and I think as we all have, I think we've all had probably by this time. Life has shown us some flames, but the past few years have really been dark for me. The past few years, which I saw flames, honey, but that's literally a topic for another day. But I remember just being happy and dancing, and I was thinking, I deserve this. This is what I deserve. I deserve to be this happy. I deserve to be this carefree. I deserve to just like when we're and I'm enjoying it. And I also had to be like, listen, you don't deserve the kind of life that you're living now because of Goile. I don't know if I'm making sense. So I shouldn't feel like, yeah, I deserve to be happy because you're oh no, that's not why I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be happy because I am worthy of happiness. I am worthy of the soft life. Therefore, that's why I deserve to be happy. Because I found myself on multiple occasions actually thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Oh my word, things are going right for me. Of course they must go right for me because that go in the past few years. And that's just a mentality that I feel like it's got to go. I'm working on it, and that mentality needs to be chucked in the bin because I need to realize that, ma'am, yes, you did see flames in the past few years. Yes, life was not comfortable. Your mental health was in the pits. It was in the gutter. But that is not why you necessarily deserve happiness. Because if I do that, then again, going back to my second point, I'm re-emphasizing, I'm training my brain, I'm wiring my brain that, oh, you're only worthy of success if you suffer. Or sometimes you might even feel like, oh, I didn't get a certain thing, because I didn't suffer enough for it. There's a mentality that I'm unsubscribing from, child. No, man, maybe the reason why I didn't get that thing is because suffer for you. And this mentality got so bad that it even trickled into my academics. So it sounds insane now when I say child, but like if I was to study and I was on top of my game and I was on top of my work, yes, baby girl knows her work, and I feel confident for the test that's maybe coming tomorrow or next week, I would think I'm going to fail just because I'm not suffering. I don't know if that makes sense. So the thing is, it's very important not to confuse suffering and hard work. Those are two different things. So for me to have been on top of my work, for me to know my work and to feel prepared for the test, it shows that I put in the work and I worked hard. But I didn't feel anxious. I didn't feel agitated. I didn't feel like, I didn't have that pre-test kind of anxiety. And I felt like if I'm not going through that period of being uncomfortable, if I'm not going through that period of suffering, that means get failure. Make it make sense. Now looking back, I'm like, make it make sense. Why did I think that? So yes, you do have to work for things. That's just how life works. But as much as you need to work for things, but you don't necessarily have to suffer for them. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I'm all for hard work. Listen, if there's anything, the people who know me personally will tell you, Miss Mokoka loves. And I subscribe to like working hard, working smart, like put in the work, sis. Like you gotta work, you better work. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm all about that, but I'm not about suffering. Those are just two different things. Suffering is just something that puts you in a dark place. It's something that makes you feel like you are unworthy. The process of getting that thing, it's just so uncomfortable. It makes it makes life almost unbearable. So for me, I wouldn't just be comfortable with the fact that I worked hard, I put in my study hours, therefore I know my work, and that is why I'm not anxious about tomorrow. I would want to feel anxious. I would want that feeling of discomfort. And I know that one can slightly, to a certain extent, for the people who are on the same campus as me, maybe would agree that the culture here was also similar, in the sense that there was a time, especially when I was in second year, people wouldn't just be like, they're fine. If you were like to someone, how are you? It almost like we glamorized not being okay. Or yo, and up, yo, like people would be like, yo, and all of those things. I just feel like there was a point for me in my circle. I feel like it has gotten better, but there was a point where we glamorized Goa, as if you didn't Goa, it meant you didn't work hard enough. If you were not, like, it's like if you even lack balance in your life, you can't study, go out, study, work out, and do all those things all together while, that's a nice concept. That's working hard. You can work hard and still go out and still work out and still get your goals. But you don't go out. You just always studying 24/7. You are stressed 24/7. You don't socialize. You isolate yourself. That's suffering, and you don't need to be in that state in order to get what you want. You can still lead a balanced life, and you'll still be deserving of that. And even in that hard work, listen, I'm all for hard work, but at the same time, also be open to the idea that, maybe sometimes things can just come to me. Wild concept, but just be open to that idea and see what happens in your life. Just be open to the idea that yes, I will work for the things that I want, but it is very much possible that something nice would happen to me. Without lifting a finger. Princess treatment. Yeah, princess treatment. Princess treatment. Be open to the idea that the universe can literally say to you, anything you want, princess. Chilling. Good things on your lap. Be open to that idea. Know that yes, I work hard for things that I want. 1, 2, I do not have to suffer for them. I do not need to sacrifice the things that I love for them. Yes, every now and then you need to be disciplined, obviously everything in moderation, but you do not need to sacrifice your social life. You don't need to sacrifice your mental health. You don't need to sacrifice your physical health to a point where you're non-functional just so that you can get, let's say, an A in that test, just so that you can get that business going. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in glamorizing or romanticizing struggle. Bottom line is that there's just no need to suffer in order to get what you want. And I don't hold that idea that you need to suffer in order to get what you want. So that was a little short video on how I feel that resilience is overrated, how we need to stop glamorizing suffering, on how we, someone who's just at the library from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. That is not healthy. Like, child, when did you go eat? People who, be running on 2 hours of sleep every day. No, please go to sleep. One thing about me, I'm an advocate for sleep. Go sleep. Go get your sleep. People just putting themselves in such uncomfortable conditions in order to achieve their goals. There's just, I feel like, personally, you shouldn't feel that you need to put yourself through that in order to get your goals. Yes, maybe every now and then, 3 days before, 2 days before your test, or before you need to pitch at some company, yes, you might be pushing hard, but like long term, when not every day, every month, all you're doing is just making yourself uncomfortable. You're not, you're letting all the other areas of your life suffer. That is just not good for your mental health. That, in my definition, obviously, but in my definition, that is a form of suffering. And I feel like, don't feel like, oh, just because I'm not at the library 24/7, or you feel like, I'm not pulling all-nighters all the time, I'm getting 8 hours of sleep, don't feel then that you are less deserving of getting a good mark. Do you know what I'm saying? So just because you didn't put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, just because you are sleeping 8 hours, just because you are working out and you have a social life, and you're still putting in, remember, you're still working hard and you're still putting in your hours, you deserve to be successful as much as someone who's literally putting themselves in uncomfortable, unhealthy environments. So don't just feel like, oh, mara mama has been at the library all day. Just know how. So yeah, I hope I was able to bring my points across that one does not need to suffer in order to achieve their goals. You're still worthy of your goal even when you're happy. You're still worthy of your goals even when you are living a soft, comfortable life, and you're still worthy of the goals just as you are. It doesn't need to be when you're older, it doesn't need to be when you have more money or when you've got this or you've got that. Just as you are worthy. Just as you are capable. Just as you are, the universe is gonna say to you, anything you want, princess or prince. or prince. But yeah, that is that on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you were able to follow. But please comment down below, let me know what are your thoughts. Let's engage, let's talk. Leave a like, it helps me out a lot. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe and share this video with your friends, your family, and everybody. Yeah, have a great week ahead and see you in the next video. Bye.